Welcome back on this new video about Microsoft Word. In today's video, we're going to see a tab that we haven't seen in the videos before, which is the Design tab that we can find on the top left of our screen right here. On this tab, we have a few commands that we can use to format the entire document that we're working on. To see the full functions of these commands, we need to add a filler text in our file, unless you already have a text that you're working with. So let's use the command rand a couple times. And let's add, for example, a title and a few titles for different paragraphs. Like, let's add another one here. And that's it for now. And now let's move to the actual commands that we have on the top of our screen. As you can see, the first group of commands is called document formatting. And the first command is themes. Basically, we can choose a theme to apply to the entire document. And each theme will have a specific font for the text and colors that will be applied to it. For example, let's choose this theme. And as you can see, the font of the whole text changed. And so did the font inside the styles that are visible right here in this menu. From the command themes, we can also reset to the theme of the template, which was the one we had before. Or we can browse for themes inside our computer and it will open up our files and will let us search for a theme that we have saved on our computer. Once we've chosen the theme, we can go to this menu that we can open up like this. And we have a series of built-in formatting that we can choose for our text. For example, let's choose this one. And as you can see, not much has changed, but once we go here and give it a title style, and here we go heading 2 and heading 2 again. Now, if we select the entire text and go, for example, to this one, as you can see, the formatting has been changed to the style that we chose here. Let's choose, for example, this one, and as you can see, it changed again. To match exactly with the style that we chose for the formatting of our document, we have to change the style that we chose for the titles. To match the style of the formatting, we have to choose the style title. And let's change the style of the other two smaller titles as well, from heading 2 to heading. So basically with themes, we can choose a set of colors, fonts, and effects to apply to the text. Meanwhile, with the style sets, we can choose still a set of font and like paragraph properties like the alignment that we want. We can still reset to the default style set, or we can apply all the formatting changes that we want and then go here and click on save as new style set and it will appear here. Just like we've seen in the home tab when we were looking at styles for the font, that we could just change the font of a single word and then save it in styles and it would appear here. And the same thing is for the document set styles. Next to the set styles, we have the colors that if we click on it, as you can see here, the ones showing here are the colors that we chose from the theme. So this one. But if we go here, we can still change them and choose from any of these sets, or we can go on customize colors. And as you can see here right now, it gives us the colors that we chose from the theme. And same here, but we can still choose others by choosing the standard colors or going on more colors and choosing any of these. And the same thing is for all these different colors. And here on the left, it tells us what that color will be used for. And then we can name the theme color. And once we save it, it will appear here in this list with the name that we gave it. Next to the colors, we have the fonts. And this allows us to change the font of the entire document in one simple move. So we don't even need to select the entire text. We just click on the font that we want and it will apply to the entire text. Then we can go on customize fonts and we can choose a font for the heading and a font for the body. And then here we get a sample to see all the changes that we applied. Once we have the fonts that we want, we just name the theme fonts and save them. And then once we save them, they will appear right here. Once we have chosen the font, we can move to these three commands. The first one is paragraph spacing that we've seen before. And we can change the spacing of the paragraph by making it more compact, tight, or open, relax, whatever we want. And then we can also go on custom paragraph spacing. And once again, we can choose the font that we want, the size of the font, and we can choose the paragraph position. So we can move it to the left, to the right, and change the special by making it first line, hanging, or none. And here we have the paragraph spacing options. We can add the spacing before or after the paragraph, and we can make the line spacing multiple or single or any of these options. And then we can choose if we want to apply these changes only in this document or in any document with this template. So this is all for the spacing, the paragraph spacing. And then we have the effects, which are simple sets of effects that will be applied to any object, like graphic object that we add to the text. So if we add an icon or a picture, these effects will automatically apply to all of them if we choose them. Then, of course, once we are satisfied with the changes that we applied to the text, we can set this formatting as a default by clicking on this command. Lastly, we have three other commands in this tab that are watermark, page color, and page borders. Watermark will basically just add a watermark to the document. We can choose any of these four, or we can go to office.com. And right now, as you can see, they're not available, but there are usually more watermarks that we can choose from. Otherwise, we can go on custom watermarks and we can either choose no watermark or we can choose to have a picture watermark. And if we click on it, then we have to select a picture either from our computer or Bing image or our OneDrive. Or we can choose to have a text watermark and we can choose, of course, the language for it. We can choose the text of the watermark either from this list or we can write in whatever we want. But for now, let's go with this one. Then we can choose, of course, the font of the text, the size, the color, and we can choose if we want diagonal or horizontal. Once we've chosen all of these, we click on apply. And as you can see, if we close it, here's the watermark. If we change our mind and we don't want it, we just go back to the watermark command and click on remove watermark, and here it is. It has been deleted. So let's move now to page color. Let's click on this command. As you can see here, it gives us all the theme colors as it's written that we can choose from. But there are also standard colors, or we can choose no color, so we go back to white. Or we can click on more colors, and once again we have this little menu that pops up from which we can choose any color we want. Then we can also go on fill effects, and this menu that we've seen before will open up where we can choose if we want one color, two colors, or a preset. And then we can choose the transparency and the shading style from any of these. And here we have different variants for any shading style that we choose. And then here we have a sample. Otherwise, we can choose a texture or click here and choose other textures from any of these options. Then we have patterns that we can choose one color for it or two colors. And here again we have a sample. And then we can choose a picture still from either our computer, Bing, or OneDrive. Let's give it, for example, this pattern. Let's click on OK. And as you can see, the pattern will be applied to the entire page. Then we have page borders, which is basically the same option that we've seen before in borders here that would be applied only to a paragraph, but in this case on page border it would be applied to the whole document. As you can see, you can still change it and choose to apply it only to this section, only to the first page, or to every page except the first one. In this case, let's leave the whole document, and we can choose either if we want no border, if we want a box or a shadow or a 3D border, or if we want to customize it. Let's go, for example, with shadow. We can still choose the style that we want for the border. For example, this one. We can choose the color. We can choose the width of the border. And then we can also add an art style to it. As you can see, there are many that we can choose from, or choose to not add any. So then we can click on options. And as you can see, we can also change the margins, either at the bottom, top, left, or right. We can choose to measure the margins from the edge of the page or the text. And we can choose if we want the border to always be displayed in the front or not. In this case, we want it to. So let's click on OK, and then OK again. And as you can see, the border with the style that we chose, so the shadow, will appear on the document. And this is all for today's video. Thank you for following me. As always, I invite you to subscribe to the channel to support us and to not miss out on videos.